help. Yeah.
The most heroic thing probably I ever did was I was up on a training flight one day going from Cross City to Gainesville to Tallahassee and back, just an orientation flight to find out the lay of the land. And I was up about, maybe 6,000 feet, and the engine suddenly cut off, just stopped. Well, I switched gas tanks, I remember that, but nothing happened. The propeller stopped, windmilling stopped, and I opened the canopy, and I was just ready to make my first parachute jump. It looked down in what looked like a great big level field. So I kept the airspeed up, which you had to do with that airplane, or it would stall out and you'd crash. And I kept circling around, and finally I made what they call a 180-degree side approach and came in, and at the last second, I had the presence of mind at least to throw down all the flaps, and it caught it. And I came roaring in, wheels up, didn't put the wheels down of course, and what turned out was a level field, was a big plowed field with ridges and stumps and trees, and I came roaring into this thing with this monstrous airplane. It hit the ground and skidded, and on an fighter plane you have a seat belt, and then you have shoulder straps that come down, so that and when I was frantically mucking around turning dials and things for a gas tank, I didn't lock my shoulder straps, so I was easy to move on. Well, I came roaring through all these stumps, and here was a big kind of a ditch, and the airplane went down and hit the side of the ditch, and I hit forward and banged my nose and forehead on the dashboard, and a bloody nose. Well, all this racket and so on, you could hear it for a mile around. And I remember right down the road there was a little white one-room schoolhouse, and the doors opened up, and out came this schoolmaster, a white-haired man, and all these kids came roaring out of the schoolhouse down to my airplane, which was still dust going up in the air, and I staggered out on the wing, blood down my flight suit, and he roared up there and he said, "Are you all right, sir? Are you all right?" I said, "I'm all right." I said, do you have a telephone? He said, "Well, there's a gas station down about a mile down the road. I'll go down there." I said, "Call the air base and tell them where I am." So he went down there, and about 15 minutes later, a couple of ships, the commanding officer, the major, and his buddy came roaring down there, come screaming down, and both rolled up in big rolls, and boy, the kids just went out of their minds, Well, another couple of hours, a big flatbed truck arrived with a derrick on it, and they unbolted the wings off the airplane, picked the whole fuselage up, put it on the flatbed truck, and put the wings right alongside of it, took it back, and about 2 weeks later it was back flying again.
Really?
They repaired the propeller.
Did you ever find out what was wrong with it?
No, it's just, I don't know what happened to it. It's just...
Did you have radio contact with
I was going,
base?
Mayday, which is the international.
They knew something was up. Yeah.
They didn't know where I was though. Mayday, SOS, Mayday. So I got that thing down.
Yeah.
Well, that was it.
So you never, in all your flying, you never had to parachute out?
No. Oof.
Did they just told you how to do it? They never had any training where you actually did it?
No.
No.
Well, you were supposed to, rather than jump off the side, you might be hit by it. They say you come up and you roll over upside down, you'd fall right out.
Okay.
And